There's a confirm button for it? That's a good thing.
There is a confirm button for it. Oh, I guess Streamlabs updated a little bit to a version that lets me look at the stream chat easier.
Oh.
Alright. That's handy.
Twitch gave me a pop-up saying you're live while I was on your page where it was live.
Well, I'm glad that yeah. I'm gonna not know at all if this game is too dang loud or what, cause.
All right. Well, I'll say some words and then I'll unmute my computer and just listen.
Okay. I thought you said you were gonna say some words. Oh, those were the words that you were saying. Okay, gotcha. Understood.
Okay, I am louder than you and the game is louder than you.
Okay, let's turn...
And the game is louder than me.
Well, the game is at like maximum volume by default. So let's turn that down, and then you said you were louder.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I need to turn down your user volume.
Yeah.
That's a number that I changed it to arbitrarily.
Nice.
And now the title screen's gonna fade out and make this annoying to do.
Oh, bad title screen.
It's fine, it'll go into an intro that you don't see unless you wait on the title screen, which is very similar to the real intro, but not. Oh, I'm also allowed to use the dang stream chat through Streamlabs now.
Oh, nice.
Hello, everybody. I'm working on trying to get this audio.
I think the audio balance is pretty good. I'm not 100% certain, but that's because it's hard.
Alright. That's a good start, though.
Hi, Isa. Hi, Angelark. Hi, J-Trot.
Hello, everybody.
Shag.
I'm here too. I guess I get called Robin nowadays, though.
Yeah, well, see, I have this weird thing where I have a really hard time using people's human names.
It's not technically my human name yet, according to legal things.
I'm chaotic.
That's true. I was gonna wait until Neverwinter Nights to complain about the alignment system, but you brought it up, so I might end up complaining about it. Could I louden Chompy a bit? The game sounds a little louder.
Yeah, my voice is really hard to pick up on most audio equipment, so I'm never sure whether it's good or not.
Alright, I have loudened Chompy and quieted the game a little.
Okay.
This will be an ongoing experiment. Why does that clavat get the only sound effects in the intro? What a cheater.
Oh well, yeah, the game was a lot louder in this intro than it was in the title screen.
Well, the title screen's just like a little chime thing over and over. So that's probably it. I guess I should go ahead and start, though?
Yeah, given that the intro takes like half an hour.
It's cool, though.
Yeah, but really long.
It's not that long. It's like 5 minutes. At least for the intro song and a little bit of dialogue. Here's the intro.
Yay.
I think I like the Japanese vocals version of the song better, so I'm clearly some kind of internet slang word for that reason.
Yeah.
But I really like all the music in this game. Most of the music in this game, anyway.
Drifting on a breeze, only I can feel and hear.
Oh.
Yes, good.
Oh wait, I haven't awooed on stream before. That's a new goal achieved, I guess.
All right, getting my bingo betting checked off.
Oh man. And Isa is praising us already.
What?
That's probably a bingo square too, honestly.
You mean free space?
Yeah. The game feels a bit loud. Alright. I think the intro might be a little bit louder than the rest of the game, but I'll lower it some more.
Yeah, definitely lower it some more.
It's a good thing the intro is kind of long, because we get a large amount of time to try and configure everything. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Perfect.
Thanks for the help with that stuff, chat people.
Yeah.
Also, I think this intro is like the only part where you see a Yuke with their helmet visor up, except you don't see them at the right angle, so... It's still loud? Alright.
I can believe that, because like, for my ears, when anything's between 30 and 100% volume, it sounds equally loud no matter what.
Yeah, I mean, like, when I was streaming Kirby, I had the volume for it on the volume mixer way down, so that I could hear my own self talk.
Yeah.
But then people said it was really quiet, so I turned it up pretty high, and then people said that was good. But on this game, I've currently had to set the volume mixer way down, to where I would usually have it. And that seems to be working. So, okay. I wonder if I test an alert, if it shows up in the stream itself. I'm
Maybe.
curious now. I'm going to follow myself. If it didn't show up, maybe you'll see why it's funny later.
I have the sound on.
Good! Excellent.
That was pretty loud.
Oh, Can I configure that while this is going? I don't think you can configure alerts while the stream is on. But, I mean, it's appropriate for that sound to be loud, right? Right?
Well, except for giving people heart attacks is a bad idea.
That's what Oregon Trail's for.
No.
Alright, alright. I can't go into the detailed properties of Alert Box while this is going.
Well, you clearly what to do is to...
I'll just turn the alerts off. I'm not gonna get many.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
have like bits and stuff yet. Let us record your adventures in this journal. It shall be known as the Crystal Chronicles.
Title
Fastest title drop in the West. In the East, I guess. Now I have to name the hometown.
So did you ever figure out what you actually wanted to call it?
Yes, I did.
Yay!
It's not going to be #blessed, don't worry.
I'm not sure whether I was worried about that or not.
Since I'm on a Boreal Valley kick, it's gonna be Boreal.
Oh, okay.
I'm of the Boreal Village.
Yay. That's perfect.
I think they call it whatever you put in followed by village at least. You also get a diary in this game. It's weird because this entry takes place after the intro that is not done yet.
Yep.
Also, I don't know how to pronounce Mir? Mur?
Mer.
Oh.
Mer.
Hmm.
Mer.
Eh.
Mer.
I guess you can just pronounce it by meowing, probably. There you go. I'm gonna save over my test files immediately. No, I'm not, because it went to the third slot by default. Never mind. Oh no, look at my file path. Scandalous.
Whoa, that's really scandalous.
Is it?
Why do you have a folder called emulator? It's supposed to be titled like engineering homework.
That's the default when I unzipped it. For the record, my porn folder is also just named lewd, so I'm not good at that.
Oh.
And it's not even really porn either, so, you know, whatever.
See, my emulator folder is called, in all caps, nothing to see here.
Our character will be La Luna, because that is a valid female Selkie name, according to my research.
Yay!
Also, check out these names for the different character appearances. They're pretty fun, I think. Like, Spoon. Or the Selkie ones are all great. Wolfie, Raccoon Tail, Shark Eyes, Owl Head. Actually, I think I want to show what some of these characters look like to show people what they missed out on. Because Selkie
Sure.
won my Twitter poll thing.
From like 3 hours before the poll finished, I was still the only Clavat vote.
You have
Clavat.
stood strong and fought for what you believe in.
Yeah.
I think female Clavats are the second cutest behind. Well, maybe
Yeah.
I don't know. So they're all Clavats are cute, Selkies are cute, Ukes have weird
Whitecap
cone
is adorable.
draws. Lilties, I don't like a whole lot. Most of them.
I like them when they have a bucket on their head.
I mean, they've got a silly bucket. That's true. I like the elegant one a little bit. She's pretty cute. Obviously, male characters don't matter, by the way.
Aw, some of them are cute though.
Maybe. I am still baffled constantly by the Uke cone bra.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. I mean, they already have distinguishing features from the male Ukes by having curly shoes.
And angel
And
wings
angel
instead of bat
wings.
wings. Spoon.
Spoon! And I asked a few people which Selkie seemed the most like La Luna, and it seemed like the most consistent answer was the fourth one. But I'll show the other three anyways. I'm making the intro actually take half an hour.
Yeah!
And even though Wolfie is the most on-brand Selkie, I guess I'll be Owlhead. As far as family traits go in this game, Blacksmith and Tailor seem to be by far the best ones. If you're not gonna metagame and make all 8.
I mean, if you're
or
gonna
all
metagame...
4 of the useful ones.
You still only make 4 of them, yeah.
Because Blacksmith and Tailor just can make weapons and accessories, and then stuff like Farmer and Fisherman just give you food. Hooray!
And I would pick Blacksmith over Tailor because
Yeah,
even though there's only one Tailor, you don't need Tailor that often.
Yeah. So, this is us, I suppose.
Look to La Luna.
Look to La Luna! I've never played Mortal Kombat. And I don't like
I might
Binding
have.
of Isaac.
Oh, that's where I saw it before.
Yeah, I think it's like the fortune telling machine
Yeah,
thing.
the fortune teller machine does say it.
Yeah.
This is not Final Fantasy Organ Trail, but it's a little bit. There is a trail involved.
And a wagon.
And a wagon.
So these are the kind of Selkie names we've got. Zagat, Rossi, Fuklu, and Dead Tying? I don't know. Selkies don't wear a lot of clothing.
Yeah.
That is their racial characteristic.
Yep.
Also, they have jiggle physics.
Oh no.
That's a good thing, in my opinion.
Oh no. Scandalous.
Less scandalous than my file name, probably. File path. And that was almost the intro. We're almost out of the intro, because there's the obligatory tutorial interruption.
Yep. Yay, it's time to play the game. Aw, shit.
Yup.
I mean, I guess it's important that you're being given your Moogle.
Yeah, that's true. I guess they don't call it Boreal Village, they just call it Boreal. That's fine. Whatever. Hopefully I'm giving people enough time to read this text, because I'm not reading it out loud as I usually do.
Honk.
If there's anything particularly silly, I'll probably read it. Hooray, Stiltskin.
Yay!
Stiltskin is an important Moogle.
Look at him. He's all wiggly.
All the Moogles are wiggly in this game. There's a lot of wiggling going on. Wiggling and jiggling.
Yep.
So Stiltskin is the tutorial, but I know how to play this game mostly. It's not too complicated. So I'm just gonna say no, and then they're gonna try to tell me to do it anyway.
And then you're gonna tell him no because you have a Moogle along with you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that Stiltskin only teaches you about controls and like magic and charge attacks and stuff.
Yeah.
There's like 2 or 3 buttons, basically.
There are, yeah, enough buttons to have a GBA control the game.
Yep. Because that is a gimmick that this game has that I'm not using.
Yay!
So I won't get a little map on the GBA, and I won't be able to sense enemies' HP or know what my secret objectives are. Because each level has secret objectives that determine the points that you get. That's a thing that happens.
Yep.
Time for
Now-
the first level. Except there's an intro to each level too, so. You can skip these, but I think they're cool.
But they're
so-
really great.
I used to skip them when I was younger because I was too embarrassed that to have a video game with voice acting in it. To me, which is a little weird, maybe.
No, I think I understand what you mean.
Why? He simply replied, because anybody who happens upon one is promptly eaten. But it is long since anyone has met such a fate. For nowadays, people take
Goblins are
another
also
route,
very wiggly in this
far
game.
away from the spooky old road. Only we walk the old way now, travelers in crystal caravans.
Something occurs to me looking at my Streamlabs thingy.
Hmm.
Is that the chat is covering where the stop stream button used to be. I don't know how I can stop anymore.
Well,
That'll be a problem for later.
yeah.
So, it says I'm probably gonna fumble with the controls a lot for a while.
Hmm.
You also start out with a bunch of fish in your pocket.
Yeah. I think what you start out with is based on race.
Yeah, because each race has different favorite food lists.
But you can force your favorite foods to change.
Yeah, it's one of those like game mechanics that's probably not necessary, but is just fun to have, I guess.
Yeah. The more you like something, the more health it heals.
I feel like
Also,
it's weird
Each
that...
food has a buff that comes with it.
Oh, I forgot about that. See, this is you're here because you like this game, and you probably
And I
remember
know a
things.
lot about it.
You probably remember things more than I do because my memory is not very good.
Mine isn't either, but I remember a lot about this game.
I think it's weird that there's a separate menu entirely for seeing how much money that you have.
Yeah,
But
it's weird, but also it's so you can drop it in multiplayer.
That's true.
In multiplayer, that never appears on the screen. It is only on your Game Boy Advance.
Whoa. Okay, so Moogle. What's the Moogle button?
X.
Right, I have this set up so that it corresponds to what the buttons are actually labeled as on my Xbox controller.
Oh,
Which is
then
not the same-
Y.
Well, no. X is still X, is what I mean. Even though X is not in the same place as it would be on a GameCube. So that's probably why I'll be fumbling. I figured it was easier if the buttons were named the same thing rather than if they were in the same places that they should be.
Oh, I see.
So yeah, so we can do like a combo attack that requires timing. Because if you just mash the button, you don't do anything. It's like PSO. You can also hold down
Yeah.
the button and do a charge attack. Selkies charge faster, and a lot of their charges are like projectile things. That's
Yeah,
sort of their...
And they're radical for the charged attack moves quicker.
Oh, I didn't know that. But that's the charged attack thing is basically their gameplay gimmick racially.
Mm-hmm.
So X is the make Mog do stuff button.
Yep. Let's
And-
just pick up and put down.
B is... I missed the switch, I think. I guess this doesn't work yet. Because you can like weigh down switches and stuff, but I guess the
Yeah.
other... this isn't working. Anyway,
Yeah, the chalice kept going too far off the button.
no,
I think.
I'm pretty sure it was weighed down at some point.
No, I didn't see it moving when the chalice laid on it.
Is it just obnoxiously precise?
Probably.
I'm not also good at aiming where I put a thing, apparently.
Should put it on the top button.
There
it
we
seems
go.
easier.
That's only one half of the bridge anyways, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's right. It's just a way back.
Yeah. The Z button I have assigned to R1. I have the actual triggers as the L and R. I don't know.
There's a goblin that throws rock.
You use L and R to switch between what your A button does.
Yeah.
Defend is something I'll never do ever.
Yeah.
You can backflip.
The defense for Selkies is not very good.
It's I think it's probably only good for Clavats because they probably use their shield, I would imagine.
Ukes phase out of existence.
Oh, that sounds pretty useful.
It's pretty good.
What do lilties do?
Don't remember because if you're a lilty, why would you not be mashing attack?
Because you have to press it in the correct timing. Obviously.
Oh.
So
Command list.
spells are also charged and aimed the same way as a charge attack.
Yep.
Ukes do them faster, I believe.
Yes, and Clavats are pretty quick at them too.
Yeah. Selkies are mostly about their weird weapon specializations.
Yeah.
Gotta pick up that fish.
Fish.
And
Get that fish.
this is one of the things you put your chalice on to change the element, which only matters in a few occasions, I think.
Well, every element of the chalice also gives a status resistance.
Oh, okay. That's not... oops, wrong button again. That's not a thing that I knew.
It's a handy thing to know.
I keep trying to press start to open the menu when that's actually a pause button that's separate. Also, you need to keep a phoenix down on your command list so that if you die, you automatically get revived.
Yep.
If it's not
That's
on
a
your
very
command
handy
list,
function.
you are just dead.
If it's not on your command list, game over.
You can also pick up pots of liquid, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And if you throw them on the ground, they make little puddles. And if you use a correct spell on the correct puddle, you get a thing happening. But I don't have lightning, so that water doesn't mean anything right now.
Or ice. For some reason, turning a puddle into ice makes it freeze everyone.
That makes sense. Not really. I'll pretend it does. Also, like this chalice that's giving you a range of place you can actually step in without taking damage. In multiplayer, other people actually have to take turns carrying it because Mog doesn't exist.
I mean, sometimes you have to take turns with Mog even, because he's
Yeah,
like...
because Mog will say he's tired, and you have to carry it for like 3 seconds, and then Mog will be fine again. It's weird that that's there when he doesn't actually get tired for very long at all. There he is, doing the thing that we're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm pressing all the wrong buttons still. I'll get used to it.
I ate a cracker.
Congratulations! Eating is difficult sometimes, so that is worthy of praise, I think.
Yay.
I guess you have to actually carry the chalice for Mog to feel like he can carry the chalice again. Yeah, there you go. If you just sit there with nobody carrying it, Mog doesn't do anything. I'm trying to cure goblins. That's not the correct thing to do. Also, it's really easy to cure yourself in this game, so like taking damage isn't a huge deal, really.
Yeah, cure restores all of your health.
I don't think it restores all of it, does it?
It does.
Even just like regular cure?
Yep.
Wow.
Cura is good because it heals all players no matter where they are.
Ah.
And I don't think you can cast it in single player.
You'd have to have at least 2 cure stones to do it, if it worked the same way.
Yeah.
Oh boy, a shield design. Why do you... I guess that's not useful at all. For me.
Yep, you will find shields, helmets, and gloves useless.
Hooray! I found a thunder.
Yeah.
And I also have fire, so I can throw oil and set that on fire. Or I can throw water and set that on lightning.
Yay! I love setting things on lightning.
Yep, things will just run into that if it's there. Alright. Good to know. Oh, I'm also on fire. Oh dear.
Fire increases your move speed.
Hooray! I'm trying to find cure even though I just de-equipped it, because I'm smart. I wish I could change the defend command, but...
Yeah, that would be nice if you just don't plan to use it, but... Oh well.
Also, hello, Yoshi Cookie Zeus.
I think your weapon looking like a lacrosse stick is accurate, though.
It is
'cause
called
it's a racket.
And I think the only other time it's ever used in Final Fantasy is FF9 with Garnet's weapons.
Ah, yes.
Selkies and some of the later Crystal Chronicles can still use them, but they also gain bows, which is more, probably better, but it's also more boring.
Yeah.
Yay, a chunk of bronze. That's useful because I can send it to my parents.
Yeah, or you can, make yourself gear with it.
And there's a design for bronze gloves. What equipment do I actually use?
You use belts.
Aha. That makes sense because they barely wear clothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it kind of does, because that's like a small article of clothing to barely wear, but at the same time, they don't have much to hold up, I guess.
Well, they're wearing a bunch of furs and stuff, and that needs belts.
Yeah. A novice's weapon. That is actually better than what I have, I think.
Yep. You can't craft the weapon you start with.
Yep.
It's that bad.
I am having a hard time paying attention to the stream chat, also.
That's okay, I'll try to read it too. Yoshi Cookie Zeus, you didn't miss much so far. It's just sort of first mission after the intro and me explaining mechanics that don't matter very much but exist anyway. Did you know fish and apples, or fish and meat chunks increase your attack for a while after eating one?
For some reason, I thought fish was defense.
Nope, vegetables are defense.
Okay. And then, what's...
And fruits are magic.
Okay.
But everyone knows fish is the best food in the game.
That's because it's Selkie's favorite by default.
It's because it's fish.
I'm not a big fan of fish in real life.
Oh. Well, that's because you don't live in Fishland.
That's probably true. Also, these artifacts that we're picking up are stat increases, but we have to choose from the ones that we found once we clear the dungeon.
Yeah. Oh, I have a lot to say about the level clear screen mechanics.
The first artifact I'm going to choose is definitely going to be the increased command list space one.
Yeah.
It's
too bad you probably won't get a second one of those until like second or third year.
We'll see. So it could be beneficial to do the same level repeatedly to get more stuff.
Usually there isn't enough stuff to warrant it.
Yeah.
Unless, like, you got a really crappy score, which, without a GBA, you can't tell what your score is going to be.
Yep. Because the score, depending on the area, I think, is based on different hidden objectives that aren't hidden if you have the GBA Connecty-Bajig.
Yep. The scoring sort of serves two purposes. In multiplayer, it's who gets to choose a reward first at the end of the stuff.
Yep.
But also, if the total number of points determines what shows up.
Extreme danger, Kupo. I like how they actually just wrote Kupo on the sign.
Yeah.
These Moogles are probably more relevant later if you return here, because they just say they just moved here so they don't have anything.
Yeah, I forget if they have anything in later loops.
They probably give you some materials or something. Did you just meow for no reason?
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the reasons I love you. Every boss has a lengthy intro too, with music that loops in 3 seconds or so. But I want to watch the intros, because I always skip these too, so whatever. The thing the Moogle's carrying is the Crystal Chalice. It gives you an area of protection from the miasma. And if you step outside of it, you start taking damage slowly. Here's a giant crab. The Moogle will occasionally get tired and you have to carry the chalice. If you're playing multiplayer, the different players have to carry the chalice and like switch between them and stuff, because Moogles aren't real in multiplayer.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. This game is at its hardest with 2 players precisely.
Yeah, because there always has to be one person carrying it, and you have to put it down if both of you want to start fighting stuff.
And you can't pause to rearrange your commands and inventory.
The crab is all about finding openings.
I mean, I think that's a lot of bosses.
Probably. The crab is the first boss in the game, though. And it likes to like attack and then move immediately just before you can hit it. So you have to figure it out, I guess.
I mean, you could just whack it with normal attacks.
Yeah, but those don't do much damage.
The third hit does a fair amount.
If you get hit by this bubble, you get slowed. I don't remember how to do the status curing thing.
You need a spell for it.
Yeah, don't you have to like... Is that a separate spell? That's clear, yeah.
Yeah.
Do I have a clear Magicite?
I don't think I saw you get one.
These aren't called Magicites in this game, are they?
They are.
Oh, they are. Yeah, they are, okay.
And yeah, that crab has a lot of weapons sticking out of him.
Yeah. Most of them are too large to be used by any character in the game.
I guess they're siege weapons. Or maybe those are like trees? Barnacles?
That move got in the way of my attack. I think they're called move. How do I remember that? I don't know.
I don't know.
They were in 9 as well. There's a lot of stuff that actually kind of crosses over between this and 9, now that I think about it. Different enemy designs and names and the existence of rackets as a weapon. Dang it, Mr. Crab. I'll just smack you. Whatever.
If anyone's wondering what this crab is weak to, it's not lightning.
Crab shoots lightning.
Yep.
I forgot that they had elemental weaknesses.
Oh yeah.
And I got slowed.
Well, it's bound to happen eventually.
Yeah, it's fine though. I don't think earth magic exists in this game.
Yep.
There's only fire, lightning, ice, holy,
and gravity.
and gravity. I forget what gravity's for.
Gravity makes flying things land on the ground and take like 5 times more damage.
Holy is for ghosts, I think.
Yes, Holy makes ghosts hittable with physical stuff for more than like 0 damage. I forget whether the crab is more weak to ice or fire. I think it's ice though.
I want to say ice. That sounds familiar. I blew off the crab's lightning hat thing.
Yeah.
Except no, I didn't actually, because now it's actually doing lightning. The big
It's just
claw
casting
thing?
normal magic.
Yeah.
Oh right, yeah, its hat was probably a claw, 'cause it's one of those.
Yeah,
fiddler
it like
crabs.
smashed it at you with it. Oh no. You still have plenty of time to like get out of the way when you're slow at least.
Yeah, you just can't really use spells or focus attacks because
I'm
they take so
fool.
long. Why are you fool?
I got electrocuted.
Oh. Just-
Also, there's a squirrel chasing me. Oh, I guess I was in that. Don't try to chain lightning me, you jerk.
I believe in you.
That's nice, thank you. Crab is dead.
Hooray! Long live crab.
Well, the crab will be back, so I guess. Hello, Eternal Fire Seal, and other people I haven't greeted yet. Probably.
Crabs are weak to sports.
It's true. You never see any crabs in Mario Tennis. That's why.
Now this is the cutscene that I skip like every time after the first.
Yeah, it's basically the same cutscene in every area. So you don't really need to follow it. But it is fancy.
Hello!
Hello! Welcome to next time.
Hooray!
I'm still disappointed in Chinese Emerald compared to like the bootleg green, I think.
Yeah. Bootleg green, you can't beat it.
Speaking of bootleg green, how about them rumoredly remaking Kanto for the 5th time? Did you know about that?
I heard there were rumors.
Apparently,
I hope they're wrong.
well, someone was like, they're gonna name the next Pokemon games Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
And
then,
I'm like, okay, that means it's a sequel to Hey You Pikachu.
and then Nintendo registered the domain names like really soon after that was leaked, so the rest of the leak seems plausible. I think it's a remake of Yellow. So that means they're remaking Kanto for the 5th time! Because there was Kanto, and then there was Kanto in Gold and Silver, and then there was Fire Red and Leaf Green, and then there was Kanto in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, so this will be the 5th one.
Sheesh.
This is just from the mayor guy, so I guess I shouldn't send him anything, because he's not someone whose relationship value is tracked. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't think his is tracked or affects anything, but I'm not certain. Because there's a lot about this game that is just sort of like, I don't know.
Yeah, because your relationship with your family is tracked, and right now they're all not interested? I don't know.
They just don't care about you.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah.
I have to bribe my father with chunks of metal to make him make good weapons and like me. As much as I like the first generation of Pokemon... Oh, defeat enemies with Spell Fusion. I did that exactly none.
How many points did it give you then?
46.
How does it decide that?
I don't know! Here's the artifact screen you wanted to talk about before I continue rambling about Pokemon for a while.
Well, I talked some about it. I find it very interesting that each place has like multiple tiers of artifacts that can show up on it.
Mm-hmm.
And also that it's based on that invisible scoring system, and the artifacts that show up are different based on if it's your first time there or second or third.
Yep.
And it also includes ones that you pick up just while fighting stuff there.
Yep. And there's a lot of different artifacts per tier of stat of artifact thing. So, yeah. Pockets are the best artifact, obviously.
Yeah.
The magical pocket artifacts. So we could do Riverbell Path again if we wanted to get more stuff, but
But not anywhere, so like why?
yeah. Have you heard of the Black Knight?
Oh, we'll be hearing a lot about him, probably.
I don't remember much of the story plots of this game. But they're sort of
Black-
like this. They're all sort of like incidental, scattered around, and they have different phases, I guess, that you just
Yeah,
find.
The Black Knight is one of the ones that is a little bit more detailed than other lines, but I don't remember how to find all the parts of it.
I just noticed my furry wrists.
Yay!
I'm distracted by that. Fluffy wristbands.
Hooray!
Am I going to get another encounter trying to go anywhere? No. This is a port, and I don't think I can do anything with this yet, except go in it and talk to people.
Yeah, I believe that's all.
That's a later year only, I think.
Yeah.
Also, it starts you in a weird position when you enter the map. But whatever. There's a hole here.
Yeah.
It's a Moogle house.
Yeah.
There's like 2 remixes of the Moogle theme in this game. What's a Mog Stamp? Mog Stamps are useless if you don't have the Game Boy, because then you can't play the minigame or whatever.
Even if you do have them, many games aren't that good.
Yep. I don't know why I asked for this tutorial. I got a Moogle stamp. Paint me, Koopo. Yeah, okay, that's a regular thing for someone to ask. So, let me see, how does this work again? Okay, you rotate the Moogle with the control pad. Which also means you can make them fall over and say Koopo so you can paint their butt. And that's about it. Wash, trim, different colors. You just said paint your Moogle green and shave it, so I guess I'll do that. Looking good, Koopo. Painting your Moogle doesn't matter unless you have the Game Boy again, because that determines what special thing the Moogle shows you.
Yeah, instead of getting a random map type, it gets you the green map type, which is, I forget.
I think green is the one where you can see enemy HP and stuff.
Ah.
Trimming the Moogle does have applications outside of the Game Boy though, because
Yeah.
there are some areas that are really hot and your Moogle needs to have short hair or it'll get tired faster. And there are some areas I think that are cold, so you need a long-haired Moogle.
Oh, colors also make the Moogle lean towards a kind of magic. Didn't know that.
I forgot that Moogles could even cast magic in this game.
Oh yeah, if it's not carrying the chalice.
Time to paint your anus.
Moogles will... or the Moogle...
You can also make them fall over
there goes
this
that
way.
train of thought.
You can also fill their mouth with fumes. Hooray!
Hooray!
I think if you try to spray or trim them in the wrong place for long enough, they say, "Not there, Koopo!" Yeah, I thought so. Washing just unpaints them, I believe.
But yeah, like the Moogle, if you're charging a focus attack, will, after a wait that's a little bit too long for anyone's liking, will be like, hey, we're gonna do a combo attack.
Ah, alright.
And now there's going to be green hairs all over the Moogle house.
It's hard to tell when it is being trimmed correctly. Also, Kupo.
Kupo!
Kupo.
Kupo.
Isa says, now write my name on the Moogle. Oh dear. I mean, I guess you could. It'd be pretty sloppy looking. It's not my fault that anuses get involved, alright? They're a natural part of most creatures' biology and anatomy. And they just so happen to also be cannonball receptacles occasionally, I guess?
Eternal Fire Seal. Yeah, you need to say what it is I was talking about, because I don't remember what I said like 15 seconds ago.
Well, sometimes the Moogle will start charging a spell on their own, they continue to say. So I'm assuming they're talking about that.
Oh yeah, when they're painted. That's right, they do that occasionally.
I can't tell when this Moogle's hair is short.
The word no into its back?
Not on purpose? I guess it kind of looks like that, doesn't it? Oh no.
No.
I don't think you can't paint the pom-pom. No. I can't tell when this is cut or not. I'm just randomly cutting. What a mess.
Yeah, so I didn't really bother with cutting the Moogle hair. Because what the heck is happening? It just makes it look worse.
I didn't remember it being so not correct. Oh. Gotta trim the underside as well. This is a game mechanic that's happening, it's not my fault. I don't even like anuses. Can I repaint this Moogle? No, it's like hairless in certain spots. Oh no. This is the worst Moogle.
Oh god.
You cannot paint the pom-pom. I think that's what they call it. I'm sorry, Mog. I've ruined everything. I can go up these stairs for some reason.
Oh, I will be right back.
Alright. I'll try not to talk about anuses too much while you're gone. New diary entry. I've traumatized Mog for the rest of his life. By not knowing how to use scissors properly. Here's Stiltskin. This is where the tutorial happens if you do the tutorial, and that's why Stiltskin's there offering a tutorial again. And I don't think you can't do anything here until maybe later. You're kind of restricted where you can go in the first year. Yeah, don't talk about people's anuses in front of them, it's rude. I said I wouldn't talk about anuses while you were gone, but then someone brought it up. Oh no. I want to see what the diary entry was for ruining Mog's haircut. I visited a Moogle nest for the first time. The Moogle there cheerfully welcomed me into his home. When it's time to go, I thought he looked a bit sad. I patted the bonbon on his head and bade him farewell. Okay, it's bonbon, not pom-pom. I wonder if all Moogles live so comfortably. Not mine! I don't think you have to read the diary, because like at the end of your celebration fun time zone, you'll just sort of be shown all the diary entries you got that year anyways.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So,
that's the other cutscene I skipped.
I don't skip that one. Always.
It's
Hey,
so
Stiltskin, what are you doing
long.
here? Where's my actual Moogle? Did I traumatize Mog to death? Confound it! Says Stiltskin. In a squeaky Moogle voice, probably.
I don't know why he seems so surprised that there's a miasma stream here.
He thinks they're irritating. We Moogles aren't fazed by miasma. So when's the alternate timeline when miasma takes over the world and everybody is Moogles because they're the only things that can survive?
I don't know.
But yeah, with miasma streams, they're really spooky, and you have to have the correct chalice element to get through them. And then that happens. New diary entry. You get a lot of those. They're actually
Yes.
important for the final boss, I think.
You need to have a certain amount to access it, yeah.
And then the boss eats them, or something like that. I forget. So, there's a town. I guess I should go to the town first? Probably. By the way,
guess.
the short warmonger lilties are the ones who rule the world, basically, in all of the Crystal Chronicles games, sometimes less than others. And there's a lot of them here. People have grown chronically forgetful of late. Crystal chronically.
Ah.
So memories are a theme of this game.
By the way, when NPCs have like plot or side plot relevant things to say, they only say them once and they go back to a generic line right after.
Oh, well, alright then.
So, yeah, if you accidentally hit a button too fast, sorry.
I feel like this old man is important, but I also hate him immediately.
Wow!
I'm a wolf, not a fox. So, you have to give... Okay, yeah, shields are for clavats, gauntlets or gloves are for lilties. You have to give NPCs recipes to have them craft things.
Yep.
This
And
guy
for
only
some
does
reason-
armor, so whatever.
Yeah, for some reason, one guy here does
Whoops.
armor and another does weapon.
I accidentally left.
Oops.
I tried to turn around when I saw approaching exit, but I didn't do it quickly enough.
New diary entry. I accidentally left the town. Whoops. Hey, Vorpy.
Hello, Vorpy. And also anyone
Hey,
else
Solaran.
who I haven't said hi to. I'm not going to be able to keep track of chat if I ever get popular.
That's okay. It's also a skill that you get better at.
I suppose. Though I'm not even really trying, because if I move this window of the game over on my monitor, it will be closer to the chat and I can actually see it. Wow, I'm smart.
Yeah.
Make me a weapon! I don't have any iron, never mind. Don't make me a weapon.
Oh. Looks like you needed the beginner's weapon.
I thought that's what... I guess you don't... Do you have any iron? Yes, you do, but I cannot afford it.
Sell your other recipes.
That's a good idea. It's not gonna give me nearly enough.
Sell half your food and your Phoenix down.
I have 2 Phoenix Downs, so I could sell one. I could sell bronze instead of making my dad happy. I don't think vegetable seeds are worth it to me. I think
It just means that like once a year you'll get vegetables.
I think I feel like you're supposed to send those to a farmer characters.
Well,
Family.
vegetable and fruit seeds can go to anyone, I think.
I will only eat fish forever, and meat maybe.
Oh no. Poor
Oh.
gourd potato.
I will die of scurvy. This is Oregon Trail after all.
Yeah, should get rid of the spring water.
Yeah, I guess it's pretty useless.
It's worse than useless. It takes up an inventory slot.
That's true.
It heals for 1 heart.
Can I sort my inventory with a button? Whoop. Not that button.
I don't know. I think it auto sorts when you enter a new area.
Oh well, whatever. There's no way I can get enough money to make a new weapon in the second dungeon, so I'll just do the second dungeon.
All right.
I'm sure someone out there has written a diary entry that's just oops. That's probably in a Bethesda game somewhere. I mean, Bethesda games have a diary entry that's just blood, 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 blood.
I like that. That's got style.
I guess it's got style. Here's a mushroom forest.
Mushrooms.
When I was a child, I once asked my mother, "Where did I come from?" She answered, "Why, we all sprouted from the mushroom forest, of course."
This narrator's mother is whack.
Nightmares soon haunted my sleep. I dreamt that I was lost among the toadstools.
Or the narrator is a mushroom.
Tears, but felt
I
the
guess that's
warmth
also
of my mother's
possible.
embrace as she comforted me. It is something I still remember to this day.
I wonder if the narrator is supposed to be like the canonical player character, or if they're just someone completely unrelated.
I think there's someone unrelated. I don't remember why I think that, but I'm sure I had a good reason.
Probably because not every race's mother would say they're mushrooms. Oh, poor Mog, I feel so bad already. God, what have I done? Thank you for zooming out, camera. Alright. Buttons are hard to remember, even though there's like not many of them. Alright. So this is the second dungeon. It introduces monsters that use spells, I think. Probably.
Yep.
And I think they can also do status effects.
I like it when they give you cure from the very first thing in the game. Or in the stage.
That is very helpful. Eventually you can get artifacts that make you always have a spell.
Yep. Those are really nice.
I think there's even a cure one.
Yep.
By the way, I'm not sure when it'll come up, but there's also spell fusion.
Yeah.
Which, the life thing, you might think, well, there's no reason to revive anybody in single player, but it combines to make a lot of other stuff, like slow, and holy, and gravity. Probably. I think it's involved in gravity? I forget.
Life is not part of gravity. It might be part of haste and stop, though.
I'm pretty sure it's part of holy.
It absolutely is, yeah.
Because, like... Oh
no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to myself.
Yeah, you're really only causing yourself to suffer there. That's like one of your least favorite video game songs, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
I promise that when Maple Story 2 is in its full release, I won't buy a saxophone and port Gino's Woods to it and play it near the spawn location.
Thank you.
Even though it's really funny to me to mess with you about Gino's Woods for some reason. Oh, is there a spontaneous singing bingo square? I feel like bingo squares would be different per streamer, and I'm not typically one to do that these days. I used to do that.
Well, you already
more.
marked the awoo space, so...
Yeah. And the meowing space, if that's separate. I feel like there'd probably just be an animal noise space. Oh, that's the exit! What? No! Return! God dang it. The exit doesn't give you enough warning. Also, this is insight into what happens when we're not streaming but we're still talking on the phone.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
And that's how you know we're good friends.
Yay!
I thought this was the spring, but I guess that's a return spring.
Yeah, stupid return spring.
I got turned around somewhere.
Maybe it's a second loop spring.
Now the whole chat's just making dog noises.
That's fine.
I guess that's fine, yeah. And here's Isa praising us again. That's also a bingo square. Or a free space. Love you too, Isa, by the way. Oh, this is when we have flying enemies, isn't it? I forgot eyeball guys were in Ahriman? Is that how you say that?
Ahriman, the best monster.
How do you make gravity?
2 different elements.
Let's see if I have 2 different elements. I think I have Blizzard and Thunder. Hooray! Cripple flying foes.
And it means it. Like, the amount of time it takes to kill them without gravity, relatively long.
You'd think they'd, like, fall to the ground and be stunned or something, but that guy was just confused. There's some iron. I can make a weapon after this.
Sweet!
Unless I forget. I hope I don't forget. I have no idea what this enemy type is. Weird gremlin guy, I guess?
Yeah, it's a gremlin thing.
Oh yeah, I also did get... I guess I picked up silver spectacles.
Yep.
It's probably a magic artifact. That's just the spring back, I think. So,
I think they were actually a defense one, which is odd.
I think that might make more sense, because they're typically a status-resisting accessory. They're
true.
like immunity to blind. A chunk of gold? Fancy.
Yeah, well, you won't be able to use that for like a couple years.
I feel like that's probably mostly an accessory thing and not a weapon thing.
Yeah.
I should put Cure instead of the Phoenix down, unless I feel really threatened.
Yeah, well, if you feel really threatened, you can hit menu and eat a food.
That's also true. I have plenty of fish that will definitely not rot in my backpack.
Nope, not at all.
This plant enemy attacked me from off screen. I accidentally used gravity on it.
I mean, gravity does deal damage.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
It doesn't do a lot. It's not the whole percentage thing that gravity is sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, it could be, and we would have no way to know.
That's also true. Unless you had the GBA and you looked at the screen. I have 2 Stones of Thunder and 2 Stones of Cure.
Sweet.
I'm gonna find out if you can actually do Cura in single player, just out of curiosity.
Curiosity.
We made the same joke.
Oh, kill me.
Only if I also die, because I also did the joke. You cannot do Cura in single player, which makes sense because I think it's just a wider area Cure, I guess.
Yeah, it's a cure, except the bolts from it fly around and hit all allies.
Alright.
Like it homes in on them. It's pretty cool.
Cat spell. Artifact with cat in the name. Commence meowing. Wow.
Wow.
that cat is that cat is great.
Wow.
It's weird to do the 3-hit combo because you kind of have to mash, but you can't mash too fast.
Yeah.
There's a Stone of Clear. Just in case I actually get status.
I'm really disappointed that clear doesn't combo with anything.
It doesn't?
Nope.
I think you can do like a clear in multiplayer, probably.
I don't know, nobody else ever bothered to pick it up.
Wow.
I was the only person who ever took it, because people were like, I'll just wait out the status effects. And I'm like, no, I will cure it! And then they were happy because I was able to cure slow.
Hooray!
Which sucks.
Slow does kind of suck. Wow, more gold.
Yeah, I don't know why they named it Clear instead of Asuna. Yeah, gold is surprisingly easy to find and not very useful.
You get a lot more Phoenix Downs than maybe you should, also.
Well, it's trying to make sure everyone in the party can have one.
That's fair.
But I think that, like, there's almost always a guaranteed Phoenix Drown drop in every level.
Earth
For an
Pendant.
extra run.
Earth Pendant gives me more hearts, so I'll be taking that one, probably. You think Cure Clear is something Eternal Fire Seal? Let's find out.
Clear Life.
Or Clear Life, that could also work. I somehow misinterpreted what you said. It looks like none of these fuse, so...
Soren, when I did play a Nep game, I did quite like Compa, so yes. The annoying thing about spell combos in multiplayer is that who lets go of the spell when changes what spell comes out.
That's why you need coordination.
Yep. Well, you don't actually need coordination because if someone lets go of their spell, there is a period where you can let it go and it will count as yours going first.
Huh.
And then later than that, and it counts as you going second.
That's weird.
It's very weird. After about like 50 hours of play, I got used to it. So I could spell combo with people who didn't intend to spell combo with me.
I'd love to be able to play this multiplayer. I've only done it like once or twice.
I've played 4-player with like 2 different groups. Never lasted more than like a 4-hour session though.
I managed to play 3-player with a few people who I don't speak to anymore.
Yeah.
I'd like to play multiplayer with you sometime. That would be cool.
Have the Moogle drop the chalice for a moment so you can show off spell comboing.
Oh.
Just have it do it with your focus attack.
Oh, yeah, the Moogle actually started casting immediately.
Yeah, for focus attacks, it actually supports fairly well.
Huh. I didn't realize you could combo with a focus attack.
Oh, the Moogle mistimed it. But yeah, you can combo with focus attacks to make it always inflict whatever elemental status they gave for it.
Ah.
Oh, see, when you hear the bling and the Moogle's circle turns purple, that's when you can Flame Strike!
And the Moogle's not doing it anymore.
He's like, okay, I've done your demonstration. Get on with it. I'm a Moogle.
Also, this is what happens if you stand outside the fun circle. It's not fun anymore. For your health.
Looking up data on this game, I figured out that some of its effects are actually based on frames.
What?
So there's an accessory that gives you miasma resistance, and it adds frames to how between the time that miasma damages you. It's like it adds 30 frames to it.
That makes sense, I think. Time for the second boss fight.
I also found out that Clavots have an accessory that makes statuses they inflict last for 60 more frames, which is great.
Oh.
Second boss, it's a freaking Malboro. Jesus Christ.
A very large one. I'm gonna demonstrate eating a fish. Might as well. I mean, it gives me a buff.
Yeah. Yep, your strength went up to 25. Oh, that's right. It's got slow roar. I wish you could get dark spells because they look so cool.
I don't remember bosses using dark spells. I don't.
Yeah, I mean this one is every so often.
Oh. I think you can get poisoned from this guy, probably.
From his breath, yeah. Oh, the tentacle slows you?
No, I got hit by a slow roller, I think.
Oh, that's right. It has a really big effect time.
Yeah.
So do Cure and Clear, actually. The thing lasts longer than it looks like it does.
This boss is arguably easier than the first one.
Yeah, just because it doesn't move.
Yeah.
The hard part about it is when enemies spawn and then he does a vacuum thing and pulls your chalice around
Oh, there's
if
the
you're
dark
not holding
spell. I saw the dark spell.
it. Look how badass it is.
Yeah.
It's like Mega Flare.
There is a Shadow Flare in the series. But Nega Flare is like a pun, so it's better.
Bard Breath, the attack that makes you sing.
What? That sounds like an amazing concept. I'm gonna skip this cutscene.
And yeah, I think 60 frames is 2 seconds in this game. I'm fairly sure, because GameCube and multiplayer. And it doesn't look like 60 when playing it.
According to the header of my emulation window, it says it is 30 FPS, so I believe that would be correct.
Alrighty.
Oh no! Period. From a family member.
Oh, no.
Selkies are thieves, by the way. Anything that belongs to others actually belongs to us. That's right, take it all. Down with the bourgeoisie. Understood, or leave it to me. Which one of these is... Leave it to me. Also, take a chunk of bronze, probably.
Yeah.
I stole this bronze from the ground. Oh no, there's like multiple Knuckles memes already from the oh no. I think there's a Selkie town later, and if you're not a Selkie, you get stolen from, so...
Yeah, they steal like 6 to 20 gil if you talk to certain people.
Why spell fusion again? I mean, I used it, I didn't defeat anything with it. Let's see. I'm gonna take another heart, but first... cat bells are magic, and silver spectacles are defense.
Yeah. Anything that's a +1 to a stat is just, like, not worth it.
Unless you don't have anything better to choose, I guess.
Well, yeah.
So that was the Mushroom Forest.
Are you allowed to not choose anything?
I don't think you are. Unless there's nothing that you can choose, I'm guessing?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you got marginally more points for doing a fusion, or you got marginally more points for defeating enemies. Because the point system is incredibly vague.
It is pretty vague. You need to do super well to get certain artifacts with the point system, I think.
Yeah, it's like 120 or 130, I think, is the usual gateway. Like, some things are deal damage to monsters with physical attacks. And then there's ones like don't take damage, where you can take no damage and still get a bad score.
Focus attack Stampede. I don't remember that one. I have a new weapon though. When you get a new weapon, your focus attack is different.
Yeah, I don't remember what Stampede does.
The only other Selkie one I remember is the first one, but it shoots twice. And
yeah,
I'm
double
sure
shot.
I'm pretty sure that's not Stampede, so... I'm going to sell my old weapon. You cannot sell your first weapon. Okay, fine. Gold is pretty valuable in terms of money, if I need money. But I'll keep it for now, because I don't know if you can send that to your family, or if it's usable in something.
You just sold an armor recipe.
Oh, I thought Oops. I thought it wasn't an armor I could use.
No, it was armor.
Whoops!
Oh well,
Oh well.
who cares?
I'm sure it's fine.
You'll just get, like, better than bronze armor. You can just skip bronze armor.
Yeah, it's not a huge deal. This game doesn't hurt a lot for a while, I think, so it's
Yeah.
probably fine.
Although as a Selkie, you will hurt more than most people.
Oh, because belts are less defense or something?
Because Selkies naturally have less defense.
Ah, the mine of Cathurgus.
I don't know. I always
know.
pronounced it wrong, so...
I always thought the I was in a different part of the word.
Yeah, I always thought it was Cathurgus.
This is a level where we might be able to see if I need to turn up the brightness somehow. No, that's actually Goblin Wall, never
It's
mind.
Goblin Wall, yeah.
Goblin Wall is my least favorite level, because it's too dark.
It's also very full of things that are walls that don't look like walls, and things that aren't walls that look like they're walls.
Yeah.
The mine was exhausted.
Goblin
and the
dance.
Lilties' unstoppable conquest.
Lilties conquered the
ground to a
world
halt.
until they ran out of things to conquer the world with.
The Lilties' ambition vanished along with the iron. They abandoned the mine, where monsters now thrive.
Is it easy to pronounce in French? I don't know French. Chompy, do you know any French?
A lot.
Apparently this
By
is
a
easy to
lot?
pronounce in French.
Well, I need to see the name again. Hold on.
Well, it'll be in weird scripty language, so I don't know if you can read it. Cathuriges.
Oh, Cathurige.
Is that?
Cathurige. Looks like it.
Alright, I'll forget how to say that immediately. So what's Stampede do? Is that one that makes me... Yep.
Yay,
That's
dynamic.
the pretend you're a clavat attack.
Yeah, well, it's a nice little sweep at the end of it.
Yeah, that's true. Cure immediately. So, how did you say that?
Cathurige. Cathurige.
Cathurige. No, I rolled my R. I don't think that's correct.
Rolling your R is better than, like, not rolling or flinging it.
Why can't I hit this bomb?
Because when they're in the sky, they can't be hit.
Except by regular attacks, apparently.
No, I mean, like, by the sky, I mean during the meteor cast animation, they fly up into the air for parts of it. And so everything misses them, and it's really annoying.
Do I want fire?
Well, it means you won't catch on fire from enemy attacks.
I mean, there are bombs, so I guess that's relevant. You can also teleport out of the level when you have your chalice on an element thing. I guess. Goblins aren't too smart. Or is that a orc or something? I don't know.
I think it's an orc, but Final Fantasy never calls things orcs, so I don't know what it actually is.
I think 9 called things orcs sometimes.
Yeah. Oh wait, yeah, there's orc fairies in 5, which are pigs with wings.
I don't like thinking about orc fairies. The other suggestion for what we call this is just Cat Hurricane, and I think I like that better as well.
Oh, okay.
By the way, you can't control the cutscene camera, and things still happen during it.
Oh yeah, that's always fun.
It's a lot of Phoenix Down. Also, like, I like the bombs in cages for lamps.
Yeah, that's great.
They seem pretty okay with it, really. I'm pretty sure if you knock these minecarts into enemies, it does damage also. I think.
Yes.
Wait, is this...
it just changes the tracks to one side or the other.
Oh.
It's not a press both. Although it makes it very confused.
I guess I should have hit it down first. I don't know.
I think down is nothing.
It's probably
Yeah,
like
down.
treasure or something, maybe?
No, I remember hitting it down and you just have to go back and get a new minecart.
Oh. Well, alright then. I feel like this attack charges faster than the shot did.
I mean, it might. Who knows?
That is a thing Selkies are good at, is charging attacks.
Loot. Oh, it was money. Well, it was barely any money.
Sometimes the camera in this game doesn't really know what it's doing, I think.
Yeah, that's accurate.
That's alright. It's not too bad. Selkie is probably a better race for me because I typically just use charge attacks anyway.
Yeah, if you don't use normal attacks much, having fast charge attacks is really good.
I think if I tried to play as a Uke, I would try to use magic more.
Yeah, just because...
That's what they're supposed to do.
And because the focus attacks for them take forever.
And magic is basically focus attacks in how it works
Yeah.
anyway, so it's probably something I'd be inclined towards.
Goes... Yeah, the music in this game I really adore.
Me too. This is the only soundtrack CD I have a physical copy of. Because that was before digital stuff was everywhere. I imported it. It has really pretty cover art. That's my
Awesome.
story. I think
This
I
is
still
my
have
story.
it somewhere. Typically, this is your story, isn't it?
Well,
None of the protagonists are that assertive in that sort of game.
which game are we talking about?
Any game that uses the "this is it, someone's story" dialogue
I was thinking
line.
of Guild Wars 2.
Oh right, they do say "this is my story" in that game. But that's
Yeah, and
that's
then Traherne
that's
takes the story.
That's a complete lie in that case. Yeah. Stupid tree hernia. Guild Wars 2 is not a good video game. Hot take.
Here comes a meteor. Bonk.
I'm immune to hot takes because my chalice is fire element. Don't stand in explosions. I almost did that. So what other games have the "this is someone's story"? Like,
I believe Final Fantasy X has it.
yeah.
I think 12 might. No, I don't think 12 does.
It shouldn't, because it's not Van's deal. Van? I never
Fun.
Van. Whenever I think of the name or word Van, I just think of Ian saying Ludwig von Ludwig von Ludwig von Ludwig.
Yes.
Because he did that at some point. Other chat people say Guild Wars 2 is a good video game, and Guild Wars 2 is theoretically a good video game.
I
It
am
was-
harder on Guild Wars 2 than I need to be because I really wanted to like it and there were things I liked about it a lot. And so the things that ruined it for me extra ruined it.
I'm in a similar position, except I don't have Guild Wars 1 powered, like, nostalgia. And also...
By the way, chat, if any of you like to play Guild Wars 1 and want to play it with me, hit me up.
I should play
Slide
Guild
into
Wars...
the DMs.
I should play Guild Wars 1 with you again.
Yeah, but you couldn't get into it, and I can't hold that against you because, like, the good stuff is all like past the opening parts, and the opening parts take a while.
Yeah, there was like the infinite slums of despair, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or you could play
Yeah.
the original campaign, which is the infinite campaign of despair.
Pretty much.
Is there anything over here? Do I keep missing stuff? This
pretty
is
sure-
ogre, I think.
No, it's a walrus.
Well, I mean, that's what it's both. It's a walrus ogre.
It's a walrus yeti ogre.
I feel like I could get into Guild Wars 1 though. I would just have to like. I'd be up to trying it again, is what I mean.
So here's my easiest way to get into Guild Wars 1. Either solo through Nightfall until you get to the major changey area, or do the starting zone of factions and then immediately go to Eye of the North. Because Eye of the North is excellent.
At least my warrior had a cool name.
Yeah.
Do you remember it?
Shigure Saruwatari.
I think you got it backwards. I think it's Saruwatari Shigure.
Oh, could be.
But it was ridiculous.
Yes.
That was back when I would willingly play as a male character in a video game. Wow.
Yeah.
I would no longer do that.
Oh well.
If the new Pokemon games are such a remake of Yellow that they only let you be like Ash or Gary or Red or Blue or whatever, I will be angry at video games. Even if they're a remake of Kanto and Kanto doesn't need to be remade like 5 times, I'll probably buy them anyway. Even though they'll only have the original 151 at the start, which is part of the rumor also. Because I am a sucker. Also, I think there's a rumor that they would be inspired by Breath of the Wild in some way.
Now that's a strange rumor.
Now, if they remade Kanto but made it like a big, cool, fun to explore open world kind of deal, that would not bother me, I don't think.
If they do something radically unusual, then I'm cool with it.
Pokemon needs to be radically changed, I think. That's also a hot take, I suppose.
I think Pokemon needs to radically change and then let Toho Puppets take its spot.
Yes. Toho Puppet Dance performance is like what Pokemon should be.
It's very good. All of the convenience features are there.
Yep.
And also the balance is interesting.
Yeah.
I won't say it's perfect, because like it doesn't have a major competitive scene, but it's interesting.
Almost every character or puppet or whatever is usable. There
Yeah,
are only
and
a
the expansion
few.
makes that even more true.
There are only a few puppets we couldn't figure out a use for. Like, was Mailing one of them?
I think Mailing might have been one of them, because it's just like, she's fighting.
And
the end.
Other puppets do her stuff better.
Yeah. Hold on, why is this cat yelling at me? Cat! Who let you in after you barfed, huh? Oh, I see. Alright, I have to BRB.
Okay. Oh, speaking of not Pokemon exactly, I guess I should stream a Monster Rancher game sometime. If I can figure out how to make emulators read CDs, or pretend to read CDs. Because I really miss Monster Rancher games. I could also just do the DS one, which doesn't use the CD thing. But I don't know how I'd arrange 2 screens on the screen. Monster Rancher is also really weird. Oh, that looks like a switch, but I guess it's not. Oh, hey, Don. Hello. Dragon Warrior Monsters, also a thing that I miss, kinda. I still think that video I did where I replaced all of the... where I overlaid Pokemon announcer noises onto it is still great. That's one of the few old videos of mine that I like, probably. I like that video because it doesn't have my old self in it. Except at the end. This is another Moogle house, I think. I think they're supposed to be hidden, but they're not, really. Give me a stamp. Go find more. It looks like the fur is already growing back, and the paint is already disappearing, so I think my Moogle is recovering from its trauma. Dragon Quest does have really good enemy design. And really good puns. I played Dragon Quest IX for a while, but I was like 40 hours in, which is like 10% through the game probably, when I ran out of interest. I cannot jump through a invisible wall. Trying to hit this board. Oh, apparently that did not work out. Fine. You know what Dragon Quest game I really did enjoy a lot though? Dragon Quest Builders, actually. I will be interested in playing the sequel when that happens. Dragon Quest Builders had a super interesting story out of nowhere. Because it's like an alternate version of the Dragon Quest 1 plot where what if the hero sided with the Dragon Lord guy at the end? And there are NPCs that speculate that like the hero did that because they'd never gotten to make a choice of their own in their entire life because they were always prophesized to do this or that. So they're like, what if I actually did make a choice for my dang self? And that is a really interesting idea, and I like it. And I just spoiled the plot of Builders, I'm sorry. I didn't spoil the whole thing.
Are you spoiling plots again?
No. Yes. I was talking about how Dragon Quest Builders has a really interesting twist on things.
Yeah, and I think that's one of those things where it's an interesting twist, but not one that ruins the game if you know about it.
Yeah.
Because it's like, huh, because that is interesting. Let's see what they do with that.
That game has a big theme of screw destiny to it.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Oh, this barf cat. She better not barf. I'm telling you.
Which cat is that?
That's Ploof. She has barf problems.
Okay.
In addition to murder problems.
That lines up. She probably eats stuff she's not supposed to.
Yeah, and also, like, she doesn't have impulse control, so, like, you know, she sees your food bowl and goes, hey, food, and then just eats a million food, and then regurgitates all of it.
It's kind of like Lily, in a way, except you have to convince Lily to eat food, but she'll eat anything that's not food without hesitation.
Yeah, Invalark brings up a good point. Let's analyze this guy's character design.
What, this boss?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
I think this is like the Orc King or something like that.
Yeah, so he's got a samurai back banner.
Uh-huh.
And it's extremely intricate. He's got an axe that he channels magic out of.
Yep.
He's got a very large hammer. On the back of that hammer is a skull and horns.
Yep.
On his head are two very tall horns.
Mm-hmm.
His banner is actually a double banner. It made it look like he has bat wings. It's really just a mess.
It's not the messiest Final Fantasy character I've seen.
Oh, no, not at all. Luso.
I should stream Tactics Advance 2.
That's a good game. I actually have a perfectly set up, perfectly legitimate way to play it. All zipped up and everything.
Huh.
And so I could just give that to you.
I mean, I could also actually use my 3DS capture and legitimately stream it.
That sounds even better, really.
I don't remember how much that game uses each of the screens. That would be my concern with streaming any DS thing.
Yeah, because, like, it's always the question of, do I make one screen big and another, like, small and cornerly, or what?
Yeah.
So his shoulder pads connect to his metal vest. His thing is just like this giant riveted hunk of metal sticking out of the
He also
back
does
strap
this,
of the vest.
which I forgot about. He's going to
Oh, yeah.
self-destruct.
Yeah, kill him.
I think you can also just run away.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Bye. I'll just hang out over here.
I always found that killing him was a good idea.
Hey, it affects the lighting of the room when he does it. How about that?
Cool.
And now he's dead. Now he's gonna explode again.
Oh, he just dies from casting that. Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's a self-destruct. Here's this weird tree here in the middle of this cave. Whatever. New diary entry. Goblins or orcs can explode twice. That's what I learned today.
So, I'm an idiot. I went and got a little more food while I was away.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, I got another thing that's super crunchy.
Oh. I mean, I'm not sure how many... I don't super mind crunching as much as... Well, I think
I'd really rather not do it on stream, though.
I think it depends on who's crunching, whether or not I get annoyed with them. It looks like my family is saying, come back home, but let me know first so I can clean.
All right. Well, say I'm coming now because I just got the third drop of myrrh and I have no choice.
Oh, is it 3 per thing? Yeah. I shall. Or keep it clean.
I think I shall is nicer.
I think keep it clean is a rude thing to say to your mom.
Yes.
Here, I'm gonna give you more crap so you have to clean harder, question mark. Oh no. That is... Okay, my mother is happy because I said I would steal shit. And I gave her a chunk of bronze. If only it were that easy in real life to please family people.
I don't know where I'm going to get a chunk of bronze.
That's a good point. But, like, inflict damage. Well, see,
yes, that goal.
that is a goal that I did because it's mandatory. Let's see what cool stuff I can get.
I mean, I guess you could just, like, skip through the whole stage and then only fight the boss.
Ooh, loaded dice. That's a +2.
Excellente.
That's definitely what I'm taking, because there's nothing else.
Yeah.
So what crunchy thing are you eating? That doesn't answer my question, too.
It is potato chips, but they're the wiggly kind.
Ah.
They have orange cheese and like sour cream flavor.
Aha. Wiggly food is appropriate for this game because there's a lot of jiggling and wiggling, as we have established.
Yes.
I will at least let this cutscene thing play out once, I think. Because it does take a long time to go through all the diary entries and dance for, like, ever.
Yeah.
I
Crinkle
guess this
cut
means...
ruffle chips. Yeah, something like that.
That sounds like a gnome's name.
Soul rocked?
No, crinkle cut ruffle chips. I am Crinkle Cut Ruffle Chips, the gnomish sorcerer. Said gnome would also complain about people ruffling his chips, probably. I don't know.
That really ruffled my chips.
Yeah, exactly. I am not going to make Crinkle Cut Ruffle Chips one of my Neverwinter Nights characters, I don't think. I could! I could do that. But that would violate my never play as a male character clause. Oh dear. Don't make this questionably lewd. I guess that could be a Final Fantasy XIV goblin name also.
Yeah.
You need more X's in it, I think, right?
Yeah, goblins, one of their names always ends in IX or AX. Or IX or OX? Yeah.
Look at all this dancing.
Yeah, Wiggly Moogles.
I guess if you have 8 characters, there's like 8 families dancing in this scene, probably?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Which would be pretty crowded, I would think.
Maybe they're not all on screen at once.
The Elder has the best dance. The awkward shuffle dance.
Yep.
And then all the Moogles just spin in complete almost sync. Some of them are not in sync, but you know. Selkies can backflip. That's a game mechanic that you can do, actually, because it's dodge. So this just repeats until it goes through all the diary entries of the year.
Yep.
And the music's nice, and like there's rotating Moogles in it, so the rhythmic Moogle hive mind. Yes, exactly. You know, I'm already tired of watching this, so I'm gonna just skip.
It was only halfway through.
I know.
That's why I said I skip it.
Yeah, I need to show most of it. You can also make the diary entries go faster, I guess. Year 2. It's a good thing I picked up fire, I guess.
Oh, yeah, it means you don't have to do Goblin Wall, maybe.
Oh, does Goblin Wall just not exist in year 1? Is that how it works?
Yeah, it doesn't exist in year 1.
Alright. The Black Knight is up to no good, according to this guy.
They say he is up to no good. That's just something nobody has ever actually said.
Also, I guess the blacksmith is right next to where you spawn in the town, so that's helpful.
Yeah, that is nice.
And then all the other houses are just, there's a Moogle, like, staring at the vacant home endlessly.
Yeah.
Where is
Wait, where was your dad?
Yeah. Is this the dad? Yes, it is. Take this! 64 gil.
Yay.
I do not have any recipes. Also, my dad is still neutral to me because only my mother has written so far. That and the mayor. And the mayor doesn't get any presents because his happiness doesn't have a number attached to it.
Dehumanization.
Well, that's what video games do.
Yep.
How was the first year? Seems like that's something you probably could have asked me during the festival. Be sure to come back, even if you can't fill your chalice and we all die. There was once somebody who tried to beat the game. Now my asthma is still there, because he's screwed up. Fate and destiny and stuff. Fate's dumb. I don't believe in it. So I'm gonna go beat the final boss. Not yet, though. Yeah. Want me to forge something? Completely blank menu. That is kind of funny. In a way. I should save.
Yeah, saving is good for you.
Yeah.
I don't know if the game, like...
I guess
Yeah.
hashtag bless will forever sit there and make me a little bit annoyed at myself every time I say it. I guess I'll do goblin wall.
I mean, you don't have to.
I
Maybe.
look at my file path again. But first, the incompetent thief gang.
All right.
Everyone loves them. Thanks for scrubbing my floor, incompetent thief gang.
It did look like that, huh?
Yeah. I guess these are the Selkies that you lose a chunk of gold.
Really? They got something.
Huh. I guess these are Selkies that steal from Selkies, unlike all the other ones. Like, at least one of them is a Selkie, I think.
Prison Moogle.
Yeah. I think the Moogle's name is like Artemisian or something.
Yeah.
Maybe I should read diary entries as they come up if I'm gonna skip everything. I was robbed! How did you find that out? How did you figure out who robbed you when you weren't paying any attention? They took everything I had of value. 1 chunk of gold. Someday I will return the favor. That's in character for my race, I suppose. Wow, stereotypes. Goblin wall.
Oh, okay. I guess you're not skipping it.
I'll do it at least once.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're forced to do it at some point because the first passage becomes Earth.
The threat
Yeah.
of monsters weighs upon the mind.
The only
of
reason I
every
don't like Goblin Wall is because it's really freaking dark
Brave little
a lot
Tis
of the time.
purged the roads of danger long ago. But monsters still lurk
It
about,
looks like it's light enough in this
biding their time
case.
in the nooks and crannies of the world. Goblin Wall is one such place. As they say, wherever there is light, there is shadow.
Wherever there is light, there is shadow.
we will ever
Wherever
be
there's no
rid of
light,
their
turn up
menace.
your brightness settings. So the gimmick of Goblin Wall is that it's a wall with goblins in it, and you have to hit switches to open doors, I guess. I also guess there's flans. Are
Yeah.
flans like spells only to kill them with still?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think they're actually, you can just physical them down.
Because that's a thing they do a lot, but I guess we'll find out right now.
Yay!
Apparently they slow. But yeah, they can die.
Wow, slow does not slow down your charge speed by very much.
I guess not.
For most people, it's a lot. Hooray, you have Blizzard and Cure.
Yep. This looks visible enough. Oh, there's also a bat, I guess.
Oh boy, Keese.
I'm not good at this combo. Because I'm mashing too quickly. Oh boy, bat meat.
Too slow, bat meat.
Oh dear.
Somebody Kupo.
Oh dear.
I'm just giving the Moogle the voice acting he always wanted.
I can't, like, swap things in positions unless I remove them first. That's kind of annoying.
Guess you just gotta turn him into fish.
Just temporarily. It's like a temporary buff version of... I don't know where I'm going with that at all. I don't think... I was probably gonna say Jesus, but I don't think Jesus just conjures fish. I'm not a religious person.
Really?
Yeah, could you tell?
No.
I'm only a religious person in fantasy settings where it's really obvious that there's gods.
Yay.
Like Dungeons and Dragons, where some of the gods are shit and don't do their job.
Yep.
Like the god of justice, who's like executing innocent people? Okay. Whatever. I'm gonna die in a later edition's backstory, I think. Bye. Stupid tear. Anyway, the entire reason I equipped gravity because I want to hit bats with it and see if that does anything.
Oh dear, this again.
Yeah, I was complaining about Neverwinter Nights stuff a lot, like a second ago. By
Yeah.
second ago, I mean before the stream.
And during the stream.
Yeah. Just wait till I stream Neverwinter Nights. Gosh.
No.
Oh, okay. I still haven't figured out what class I want to play as. Like in 3rd edition, druids and clerics are overpowered.
Yep.
In the first 20 levels, at least. I think in the epic levels, they're not. I think in the epic levels, it switches around and like weapon masters are good. In Neverwinter Nights,
Epic levels are
at
just
least.
so weird.
Yeah, and also the name epic levels is stupid.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
A Tome of Wisdom?
know-
What the heck is that?
like, I still don't think fighters can cast Time Stop and then like cast 700 contingency death spells during the time stop.
Oh, it's an accessory for Ukes. Okay. Yeah, but like in Neverwinter Nights, I don't think Time Stop exists.
Oh. It's
I'm-
not the full D&D experience
Yeah, it's
without wizards taking like 20 minutes to do their turn.
it's different because of limitations and like. Imagine trying to code Time Stop into a multiplayer game that's not like strictly turn-based.
I refuse.
It has real-time turn taking, I guess.
Yeah, that would be difficult.
That's why they didn't do it.
Bonk.
I need to eat a fish. This goblin is too hard to kill. Just kidding, I'm gonna eat food I hate instead.
Oh no, why would you do that?
Because it's there in my inventory.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't hate rainbow grapes.
I don't remember what I hate. It's potatoes, I think. I'm pretty sure I hate potatoes. I forget.
I think maybe Selkies just didn't figure out you can cook them.
Yeah, that's probable. Oop, that's the money menu. Yep, potatoes are the worst food, according to La Luna. Don't look to La Luna for cooking advice. Haha.
Oh, oh.
That door was empty. Sometimes in real life I forget if I hate food or not. So, a warrior's weapon. I wonder what that takes to craft. Alright, a bat. Let's try to destroy gravity. I missed. I missed
Well.
gravity. Okay, that does work on bats. Not that they're too hard to kill anyway, but you know, whatever.
Poor bat.
Unlike the Arumans, they actually seem distressed by being grounded. A little bit. Is La Luna's favorite Pokemon Lunala?
No, it's Lunatone.
Lunatone, maybe Umbreon? Umbreon's pretty moon related.
Pretty sure I've seen a lot of fan art of Sailor Moon and Umbreon together.
What's the other loon? Cresselia. Yeah, that one.
Everyone hates Cresselia.
I like Cresselia because I'm a troll when I make Pokemon movesets. And Cresselia I used as like a toxic tank Pokemon. A toxic staller, I believe they call them.
Indeed.
AKA the worst. I still love how in the expansion to Toho Puppets, like the special Kagero, actually is how you say it, is like a rest sleep talk focused character, which is amazing. That's like perfect for me, for my perfect Toho character to do.
Heck yeah.
I'm so gonna do it. So you'll know exactly what my Kagero does when I send her out. The people watching don't know of the terrible Toyohime either, now that I think about
Oh, terrible Toyohime.
it.
I guess I need to record some of those and just put them up and be like, don't ever fight a Toyohime, ever.
Who would expect to find a hole here? Says the examine text. In a place that's made of holes.
Yeah.
My Moogle has stopped being green and also naked. Which is probably for the best. Here's a stamp of a Moogle showing its butt to the camera.
Oh boy.
Which reminds me.
I
was talking about maybe streaming a Monster Rancher game earlier. And I just
yeah.
remembered that there's a certain monster that's like a giant dog called Baku. And in most of the Monster Rancher games, they have visible buttholes.
Yeah.
Which I don't particularly like. I'm not a fan of anuses, as we know. How many times am I going to bring up anuses while streaming? This is why I need to be an affiliate for Twitch. So that I can get money for talking about anuses? Where am I going with this?
I don't know.
Please stop me.
Okay. Maybe this goblin will do it.
This is one of the big beefy goblins.
Yeah. Keep one of those big beefy arms on there for good measure. I'm not good at strong bad voice at all. I don't know.
I could try a strong bad voice, but I don't want to anymore. That goes against my
code of ethics.
My attempt to exist as not having a male voice, I guess. I need to walk all the way around to the start of the level to get that, I think.
Oh boy.
But it had a blue shiny light, so it's probably good, right? Apparently I'm charming, even though I'm talking about buttholes.
Slime Rancher is a very good game.
I have never played it. I think I have seen it streamed for a little bit from somebody. Maybe even you. Did you stream Slime Rancher once?
I don't think I did.
Mithril gloves? Oh boy, it's something I can't use.
Yippee.
I don't know what gloves mean. I'm a Selkie. I wear fluffy wristbands. Which is the superior... I was carrying the chalice for like 3 seconds, seriously. Fluffy wristbands are a superior fashion choice to mithril gauntlets, I would say. At least I can sell the recipe. Where am I supposed to be going in this stupid level that I don't like?
I don't know. Up-ish.
I think maybe in heat. Is this a door? This is a passageway! Surprise! I wonder how stupid the Goblin King looks compared to the Orc one. I don't remember.
He teleports.
Maybe he has a big beefy arm for good measure. Because I feel like with the way the boss design was for the last one, that's probable. There's a high probability of excess beefy arm. No, well that'll come later. Except the beefy arm will be made out of a house.
Oh, good old Arnold.
What the heck is this enemy?
Oh yeah, it's the electric jellyfish.
Are you flying? No. You do not count as a flying enemy that can be gravitied. And apparently hitting you is damaging. Okay. That's annoying. I think the warrior weapon has double shot, so at least I won't have to worry about that later.
Excess beefy arm.
I don't think dwarves have names like that typically. They're like Kelgar Iron Fist or whatever.
That seems pretty close.
That's true. Kelgar Iron Fist is the first companion in Neverwinter Nights 2's original campaign. He's a dwarf that likes fighting.
Whoa! Never heard of that character before.
The twist is that he likes fighting and he wants to become a monk because they fight cool.
Okay.
But in 3rd edition, monks are questionable, from what I've heard.
Yeah, they're like, you know...
They get a whole bunch of, like, excess feats that don't necessarily help. I kind of want to try monk if I stream Neverwinter Nights, maybe? But they're also forced to be lawful, so I don't know if that would work. I don't remember how often Neverwinter Nights changes your lawful or chaotic alignment. Or what it means by lawful and chaotic, because that's always different. Is it like I obey the law and I like the government law, or is it I follow my own personal code of ethics very closely kind of law? I'm leaning towards the first one, considering that the government executes an innocent person and is lawful good. So, you know.
It's stupid.
Yup.
So that's where people got all their wrong ideas about alignment from.
Yep. I forget. I think one of the companions in Neverwinter Nights 1 is also chaotic neutral, but I don't think he's a complete insane nonsense random guy. So at least that one's not from there.
Yay.
I think that's Tommy Undergallows, the halfling rogue. I think he's chaotic neutral. He yells, "Here comes halfling death!" a lot.
Good stealth.
Yep. A lot of the voice acting in Neverwinter Nights is extremely silly, especially like some of the player voices you can pick. There's one that sounds like a typical, like a stereotypical Southern evangelical preacher. It's like, "Attack! I say attack!" is one of the lines that they have.
Oh my god.
I'm not even making that up at all. There's also one that's like, "Stand still so I can hit you!"
Oh god.
And that one also says, "Once more into the breach, my friends!" a lot, I think. Thankfully, I'm pretty sure you can select no voice. Also, I don't remember if any of the female voices are ridiculous. One of them is like really, "Me on smash, grr," except a female voice. I need to hit more switches. In Shin Megami Tensei, law and chaos are both assholes, so neutral is correct always. So that's entirely different. Although it is pretty funny in the one I played, where like the representative of chaos is named Walter. And he has the line, "Damnations, I think I've fractured my bottom" at one part of the game, so... And then Satan eats him, and he turns into Satan's arm, and it's weird. Shin Megami Tensei is weird, and I don't like it that much, to be honest. Mostly because I don't think it's fair for the way battles are structured, with things smirking at you and then eliminating you. Basically, the enemy can randomly get a critical hit, and then smirk, and then get an extra attack, and then kill you. And it's called smirking, just to rub it in. And sometimes Walter casts things on enemies that they absorb so that they smirk and then they kill you.
Good job, Walter.
Stupid Walter.
He's just being chaos aligned by not looking at the weakness charts.
No, that's being stupid.
Yeah.
Chaotic.
Well, I thought that's the same.
Chaotic doesn't mean you're stupid.
That's what I try to tell people.
I think, don't most people think chaotic just means LOL random and not like stupid?
Yeah.
I went backwards.
Well, a lot of people play chaotic neutral as chaotic stupid.
Yeah, but to be fair...
Or as chaotic evil.
I think Games like Neverwinter Nights contributed a lot to how people think of chaotic evil, for sure. Because the alignment options in that are always like, give the poor all of your money, or kick a puppy off a cliff into the hells. And you can almost never be neutral, because there's almost always just extremes. And in some of them, like, the way to be evil is, okay, I did a thing, but give me money for it, please? Or like,
that's
and then once they give
bizarre.
you money, you're like, you can surely give me more money than that, persuade check. Eyebrow wiggle.
I'm pretty sure give me money is actually a lawful trait.
Well, demanding money for saving people's lives, not so much.
No, I think it is.
I mean, I don't... typically...
I don't have a good opinion of law.
That's true. But also, in Neverwinter Nights terms, basically all good is lawful and all evil is chaotic. So there's really no point to both of them having, like, a scale.
It's just a silly thing.
Isn't that how 4th edition alignment works? Like, it goes from chaotic evil to lawful good on one...
4th edition, yeah, they were like, we're gonna simplify it down to only 5 alignments. There's neutral, good, lawful good, evil, and chaotic evil. And nobody liked it at all. Not a single person.
Well, alright then. Why do people like the original alignment system? It's stupid.
Because when used right, it's actually kind of an interesting way to describe things or people.
I guess so, but it's... The problem is the using it right thing.
Well, you know...
Because it's never ever been clear what each alignment means, like, exactly.
Well, if there were things it meant exactly, it would mean someone lawful wrote it.
I prefer tabletop games that don't have an alignment system. Like, things that I've listened to, characters just have, like, stated goals or, like, instincts or traits or something they're supposed to
making
follow.
alignment super important is not sensible. But using it as a descriptor is, I think, cool.
I just don't like it very much, because it's hard to understand what each thing actually is supposed to mean.
I suppose that's true.
And that wouldn't be a problem, I guess, if it wasn't as important as it is sometimes. I opened a gate down here somewhere, I think. But, at least in 3rd and 3.5 D&D, which are Neverwinter Nights 1 and 2, respectively, I'm pretty sure it's fairly important for some things. Like, paladins can only be lawful good back then.
Yeah.
Druids can only be neutral? Any of the neutrals?
They have to be some form of neutral.
At first it was only true neutral, I believe.
Yeah.
But that was changed. Monks have to be any lawful, which is why I'm hesitant to try a monk. Because I am probably going to yell at the government in those games. I don't like this level still, even though I can see in it now.
Yeah, it's circuitous, and I wasn't paying attention, and now here we are.
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's true too. With the whole alignment system, making races or creatures inherently an alignment is kind of
really. Yeah, that's kind of like the whole like Tolkien was a racist thing.
Yeah, that's like, let's make fantasy racism and then justify it. All goblins are chaotic evil always. All drow are chaotic evil except Dris Do'Urden, who's an asshole who I hate. But he's a chaotic
Every
good.
time I see someone who's named themselves Tyler Do'Urden, I just laugh so much.
I don't think I've ever seen Tyler Do'Urden. I missed a treasure chest, now I have to walk all the way back to get it, but I don't care anymore. Let's just...
Yeah, don't care, just leave.
I'm just gonna go into the Sarlacc mouth here. That's fine. So Actually, thinking about it, Neverwinter Nights 1 in the Hordes of the Underdark expansion has a lot of good aligned drow in it. So they're trying to be cool too, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't think good aligned drow as a concept is inherently bad. It's just Drizzt made me not like it because in multiplayer Neverwinter Nights 1, everybody and their identical clone was also Drizzt. Even though I don't think rangers were that good. I think Drizzt is a ranger, right?
Yeah. Well, I remember in 3rd and a half edition, fighters were better at being bow users than rangers.
That's silly.
Yeah. But I think rangers did have some perks if you were a dual-wieldy fellow.
Too bad Twitter polls can't have like a million options, so I could just ask people what class I should be and stop thinking about it.
You could just like make a Google form.
Or a straw poll. One of
No.
those things. No?
No.
I don't know how Dungeons and Dragons angel alignment works. They're probably celestials, right? That's what they're called.
They're celestial if they're from the group of planes that is the good ones. Hey, look, there's Bio, another spell you can't get.
I'm poisoned. I need to find clear in this list. Even though
Or
I
you
could just wait it
like...
out.
Yeah, heal through it.
Fallen
like,
angel becomes a demon or devil? Okay. I can believe that, I guess. D&D is weird.
Yeah, very. There's some things that are great and cool, and some things that are like, why?
Yeah, I don't like the idea of good and evil as like an existent, definitely measurable and not subjective thing.
Yeah, I like light and dark as opposing forces.
Yeah,
but
especially when they can, when light or dark can individually not always can be like good or evil.
yeah,
Like evil light is cool, I think. Oh yeah, he does teleport.
he's Marks.
No, he doesn't teleport enough for that. Or maybe I should stop saying words.
Oh hey, he summons the spear goblins, which are hard to tell that they exist, but actually they're way more annoying than normal.
Really?
Yeah, because their attack always staggers.
Oh.
And it has a wide range.
How come I'm so bad at this 3-hit combo?
I don't know. Maybe it's not like, they have to be hit in a different rhythm from each other.
This is not working either.
Evil light is a trope you hardly ever see. Well, just wait until name pending.
Name pending?
Yeah, your RPG.
Oh, you're talking. I was wondering if you're talking about something you were thinking of doing, or if you're talking about my thing.
Your thing.
Where we decided that Genlin is probably lawful evil if you have to use the D&D.
Yeah, I think they all actually fit into the chart pretty smoothly, which is great.
One thing I read in some random place that has been bothering me a little bit thinking about my RPG is that someone said it was boring if all the party members like instantly got along, which is kind of true, but I haven't really thought of any way for them to have conflict with each other.
Well, I was saying you could have persimmon like gaff on how people look, and different people react to that differently.
That's true. I don't know if I do a whole lot with that other than just like bits of
I think
dialogue.
even bits add a lot because they add fuel for the brain.
That's true.
Oh, I was crunching on stream. Dang it.
Oh, whoops. I don't think anyone noticed.
I'm sorry, stream. And yeah, you don't need conflict for things to be interesting. I wish I could remember where I saw that really good essay on lack of conflict and still telling a good story.
I mean, there's an overall conflict, kind of.
Yeah.
And there's villainous characters who are no doubt going to cause conflict or have issues. And...
But yeah, inter-party conflict is not necessary. Sometimes it is good, sometimes it is just like, why you do this?
I got mail from my mom that froze the universe.
Oh no!
Is this not gonna work after all? Why did it have to be after Goblin Wall? Mom! You froze the world with your letter. Are you a wizard with time stop? Oh no.
Well, we'll find out in 2d4 turns.
I can't do anything about this.
Well, shit.
And the Moogle theme is playing to taunt me.
So, what do you want to do?
Well, first I'm gonna turn off the emulator and show this lovely houndstooth background that I cooked up in a couple minutes.
The game does not autosave that I know of, and it definitely doesn't have interim saving.
Yeah. So, if
like
I
it saves...
reopen this emulator, is it going to just put it... No, it's not going to put it back on the screen, no problems, because of course not.
No, why would it do that?
I might have to restart the stream to make this work.
Really?
Because I think when I closed the emulator in testing stuff, it wouldn't show up in the stream thing until I restarted the stream software.
That's really bad, though.
I think it's only this emulator. Well, I mean, I guess this is the time to figure out how to stop the stream with a chat covering it up. Remember that issue that we have?
Oh yeah, that issue. Well, if you can't stop it, then we'll get some board games going or something.
Let's see. I can refresh the chat, which is not what I want. This isn't OBS. This is Streamlabs OBS, which is not affiliated with OBS, but still has OBS in the name for some reason. When I refreshed the chat, it went into night mode in this window, even though this window apparently can do that, I guess. I can look at the viewers. I can edit the title. What does this icon mean?
I don't know.
That's logging out. That's close, but not quite. That's toggling night mode. Studio mode is not helpful. There's a Discord icon here. I could assign a hotkey for stopping it.
That might be the way to go. Control Alt F7.
You know what? Why not? Alt Control F7. And then I can make start streaming Control F7, and this will not bite me in the ass ever.
Oh, definitely not.
So, see you guys soon.